Hello, dorks. Hello, hello. Welcome in. It's Unchattered. It's time for Dwarf Fortress. Thank you for your patience. Hi. Yes, it is now Rego 7. I was fiddling with save files. I did not know I was going to have to fiddle with save files, so it took a little bit, took a minute longer than I thought it was going to. But we're good. I think we're good. I think I figured it out. That last patch changed how saves work. I don't think it really said that anywhere. I don't know that the patch notes mentioned that they changed how save files work. So that's cool. Anyway. Yeah, they changed... They changed the location where the save files save to. And they left an option, right? There's an option for you can be in portable mode, I guess is what they're calling it. Portable mode is how the save files used to work, where the save files just end up in the Steam folder, you know, where they've been forever, in the game file folder where they've always been. That is now called portable mode, and it is off by default. And now the default is that they save to like the roaming folder, right? The app data folder. I'm not sure that was mentioned anywhere. I had to do some searching to find it, and it was very confusing. Usually, like how I do my game backups, I just manually grab the folder and move it somewhere else, right? That's how I do my backups. And it was being weird because the folders that were in the normal folder were not correlating to like the save files that were in the game as I was trying to load it up and do stuff. So yeah, that's what I was doing. But I turned it back. I turned portable mode on, so it should behave the way that I'm used to. Right? Worst case scenario, we revert back to to the end of last stream, basically. Anyway, we're gonna go on an adventure. I don't have a real explicit plan for today, aside from I want to do an adventure. Because our fort's getting weird, so I want to reactivate Reg, and I want to go out and do something, but I haven't really decided what that adventure is going to entail. So I guess I want your help and your suggestions on how we go about this. The only thing that I'm going to say for sure is that I want to be Reg, and I want to start from our evil forest fortress, right? Whether or not we go alone and try to do something, whether or not we try to get some friends, whether or not we try to bring in some old friends, and what our goal is, I'm gonna leave that to. I'm open to suggestions. Part of me wants to go into the goblin capital that we're real close to and just start attacking, all the blind cave ogres. That's dangerous. That could be very bad. Or we can go looking for new friends. We could recruit new people to bring to this fortress. We could go find old friends, maybe bring them to this fortress, or maybe bring Reg to a different place. I don't know. We have options. So that's what we're gonna be figuring out. Saddle up. We're gonna saddle up. Too bad we don't have a horse. Today's episode is brought to you by this button, the Dark Forest. And by viewers like you, clicking on all the buttons down there and hanging out and lurking with us in the Dark Forest, hiding amongst the evil trees with us here. That's the evil forest I am lurking within right now. So I appreciate you being here, and coming along with us on this adventure, on this new part of an ongoing adventure. Recruitment seems like a priority. I agree. I guess maybe that's the question. Are we going on like a friendly mission or a combat-y mission? Because they can intermingle, but I think one of those two things should be like the primary goal, because they kind of get in the way of each other, right? If we go make a whole bunch of new elf friends and then bring them into a goblin fortress, we're gonna lose all our elf friends, right? So I think we need to pick one of those lanes. But yeah, maybe let's go make some friends. Making spooky noises. Scare away all the trick-or-treaters. I think aggressive friendship. Okay. I think we can do that. I think we can be... Are we going to be the clingy friend? So here we are. I have retired our fortress, and now I have just the one folder. Okay, that worked the way I thought it did. I think we're good. Start aggressive and see what we can bring back. Okay. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go north. Last time we went south and found all sorts of people down there and then brought them back to our fortress. Maybe now we go north. And do we bring anyone with us, or do we just go out alone and bring some people back? Specific person. So I love this. I love that we have been adventuring in this world for so long as so many different people that our list of adventures we can reactivate has a scroll bar. We have a scroll bar on our adventurers in this world, and I think that is so lovely. I think that is so lovely. You can tell several of them are still back at Leopardbends, Dezakla, including Shem, Irsad, Darko, Orca, Canner. A couple of our adventurers have died. I did notice that Irsi died, like in Legends mode. Irsi was involved in some sort of military thing back in like I want to say like our civilization's capital or something. But like our second adventurer has died, and then Orca and Canner were in a trio with our animal trainer, right? The one who died in this fortress. And then Darko and Irsad were a pair. Solon and Shem had a third, but that third one died to a giant in Leopardbends, if memory serves. And then Ibu was adventuring with... Oh no, Neri isn't here either. So I think we lost Irsad's companion. Ibu was Darko's companion. And then I want to say the rest of these, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think the rest of these are all the zombies that we made. This is like our 10-person crew. So we're definitely gonna be Reg, right? We're definitely gonna start as Reg. But then we could also do whatever from here, right? I don't think I'm gonna make a new person. I don't think I'm gonna make a fresh person, because then they would just be like popping into existence in like mid-story, I think. I don't think I'm gonna make a new person. Maybe we try to find some of our friends through adventure. Oh, you know what we've never done? You know what we've never done? We've never gone to our nation's capital. Let's just be Reg. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, so here we are. Here's Reg. We should have all of our gear still, right? We got our sword, we got our shield, got all our junk covered in elf blood, and we are a level 92 fighter, which is just so good. Just so good. So I think we're gonna go it alone. I think we are so more robust than anyone else we can bring along with us. I think Reg is on a mission. I think Reg is just gonna wander off and see what he can accomplish. So many of his adventures have been filled with tragedy and everyone around him dying. It's tempting to bring like our tantrumer. I was tempted to say, well, we're just gonna bring our worst experiment. Oh, you still count as in my party, don't you? This is the other odd thing. Like it retains all of this. Interesting. Most of these are dead now. I mean, we could have our goblin show up, Motto. And I mean, Mato's been here training for a couple years now. Maybe we bring Motto. Motto is so keen to join us. I want to see if anyone else is gonna pop out. I don't think so. I don't think any of those others survived. Faithful goblin friend, yes. Hilariously enough, he's like, oh, you going out for smokes? Okay, I'll come with you. Oh, no, see, and then you. Malik, I think, Malik needs to stay. Of course, Malik is like, aren't you responsible for killing our clan leader? Or no, that was someone different. Hi, Malik. It is good to see you. Bring up journey together. I have no family to speak of. Where should I take you? Oh, weird. Because you're an ex-prisoner. Can I tell you to baby boy Malik? Can I tell you to not? I have no family to speak of. Oh, and then here you come too. Okay, I think I just need to tell them to stay. Yeah, okay, you're all just gonna come out and follow. I swear. I mean, I guess there's far fewer elves than we had. Like this is Solore, so you did survive in Ile. Okay, so those are the two that survived, and then Zazit was never in the squad. Okay, so I think this is correct. But I need to tell them to stay. I don't want them to come with me. Let's just go down this way. Oh, here comes the kitty. You go into your spot? Yeah. There we go. It's like, oh, streaming's happening without me. Okay, so like what about these others, right? These are all rescued prisoners. If I remember, bring up journey. So where should I take you? So apparently if you rescue a prisoner and ask them about your journey together, they ask you ask them where you should take them. My older brother Sibrek lives in Cleared Blames. Should I don't want them to go away. I want them to be here. I want you to stay here. Oh, cancel the agreement. Are you gonna stay here if I cancel the agreement? If I say it's for the best, okay. I think you're still gonna stay here. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna say greet. Bring up a journey. My father lives in Goldglost. Cancel the agreement. It's for the best. Okay. So I'll do that. I'm gonna do that with everyone except for... Who's this dwarf? I don't know who that is. That Ameli and Omiva. Huh. Greet. Bring up the journey. Cancel the agreement. And then Ile. Nope, not you. Revoke status as a guard. Interesting. I could kick someone out of our squad in adventure mode. So these three, wherever they are, they're not with us currently. And these others are just gonna stay. So I think we're gonna bring the goblin. No. Oh, and then the kobold needs to stay too. Bring up the journey. But I can't tell you to not join me if you don't have a person? That's interesting. I don't know about that. Cat is well bribed. Cat is very well bribed. I mean, I could tell you to just stay here, right? I'm gonna give you an order to wait here. So then at least you're not just following us around. I think this is fine. You ready for an adventure, Mato? I can tell there's a lot going on here. Game is slightly chugging. So many trees. Located a trap. Oh yeah, we have cage traps out here. Okay. And then I'm gonna save right here. Just because we did some fiddly management. I think we're gonna head north. I'm gonna see... I guess we could see if we could rescue more prisoners. There's a bunch of goblin stuff to our north. There's a bunch of devastated towns and stuff to our north. I also want to hit up the necromancer tower. North. North! To the north! Okay. We could also, I mean... We also haven't visited... Oh, that's a big shield. Any more experiments? That's kind of what I'm wondering. Kind of wondering if we can find any more. Yeah, oh, game. I just tried to move. There we go. And see, there's like... That's gonna be like an experiment, right? Who is this? Ambush. Yeah. Lime Rhythm Soldier Spearmaster, and a goblin and a dwarf. So who's this? Hello, I am Rodim. Is Rodim one of our people? And then this is Utez, and then, yeah. So then why are you... And this is Urist. These are 3 of our residents. I don't know why they're just out for a stroll. Not hostile or anything. Weird, definitely weird. And then now it thinks we should be hostile. Is our fortress is just gonna clear out because we left? Ambush, emotional. Okay, well, we'll let them do whatever they want. Maybe they might just go back into the fortress. But I want to check out these little forts over here. There's 2 forts in the evil forest that we do not control. And we visited this one before. This is like a human fort, but it had a kobold overlord. Something to that effect. And we were friendly when we were here. We definitely didn't like recruit anyone. Hello, hello, Jackswing. How's it going? We have re-engaged adventure mode. where's the door? Why do I want to say it's up here? Nope. I thought it was on this side. Here we go. Hello, anyone home? Watch it just be completely cleared out. Or no, there's people up here. Yeah. Hello, goblins. Oh, and there's Ebu. Fancy meeting you here, Ebu. Ebu just likes hanging out with goblins, apparently. This is the second time that we've found her just hanging out with goblins. Oh, look, a raid. Welcome in, raiders. Hello, hello. Welcome in, JM. We're adventuring. We've reactivated Reg. We're back on adventure. We're gonna try to make some friends. Oh, there's a chiefess. So now there's a goblin chiefess here. Interesting. The fact that I know all their names is interesting too. Hello, chiefess. Hello, Nezteth. Oh, that's its name. Did you respond? You did not respond. You don't want to talk to me. Okay. Oh no, they're sleeping. I think they're sleeping. Can I can't sleep until I leave. Okay. They got any quests? They might. We could ask about trouble. But we have to wait till they wake up. Nope, that's not... isn't what I want. How are you, JM and crew? Were you up to more football manager? Lego! I saw that you've been doing Lego stuff. I'm not entirely sure what you are doing. Explain to me your Lego exploits. Can I wait here? Yeah. We're just gonna wait. I guess we're gonna sleep until dawn. I do have a living person with us now. Our goblin does need, like, sleep and stuff. And then we're just gonna wait a couple more hours. I can't believe Ebu was just here. I don't know what to think about Ebu. Ebu might not be a very savory character. Hilariously enough. Because we found her in the goblin pits. And then she, like, didn't want to come back to the fortress with us. She, like, just stayed. Oh, now they're fighting? Are you fighting now? Hello, Ebu. Hello, it is good to see you. Put a video about it. There's somewhere called Bricklink where you build Lego virtually, taking an old set of Lego from 2002 and built it, and I've been modernizing it and enlarging it to fit modern Lego style. Neat. Very, very cool. Yeah, the fact that you can just build Lego digitally now and that not be difficult. Yeah, that's cool. That's pretty cool. I used to remember thinking, like, someday we're just gonna be able to do Lego in the computer and everything will be fine. And like, we're finally there, right? Going to make it for real at a later date. Cool. Okay, are you... I don't see fighting. Goblin Lashers become enraged. Oh, yeah. The Goblin Spearmen No, they're strapping they stopped. Okay. I think they're good now. Are you all good? Hi, Ibu. What's up? No, she's like fighting. She's just in here punching goblins. There's fighting. I'm uneasy. How's life here? Goblin Smearman? Just grip. You've got armies on the march, beasts, criminals, bandits, skulking vermin, bone-chilling horror, and the missing treasure. That's like the full set. Is there any other kind of treasure or any kind of trouble you can have that's not represented here? But like, why? None of them are hostile to us. They're just going for it. The Goblin Spearman punches the Goblin Lasher. Goblin Spearman grabs a Goblin Lasher. Goblin Lasher punches Goblin Spearman. So I think this is just goblins being goblins. Goblin Pikeman. Smeared Midnight is at war with us. Chieftess to the Axeman. Thank you for your kind words. Huh. Jeez, maybe they're a little hungry. That could be. Armies, beasts, criminals, bandits. Criminals and bandits. They got both criminals and bandits. Bone-chilling horror. And skulking vermin. And beasts. Okay, what's the bone-chilling horror? I might need to know about all of these. As long as none of them are fighting Ibu, I'm okay with them fighting each other. Tell me about the bone-chilling horror. There are foul goings on over at the fort of Profane Painted. Which one is Profane Painted? That's not this other one, yeah. Sites? Nope. I have not heard of that one. As for directions to Profane Painted. And now they're good? No, now they're drawing their weapons. Renestless War. Oh, Ibu has become enraged. Okay, good. Good. But no one attacked her. Rhinoceros woman, Ibu, I don't know myself, and I don't even know anybody that could tell you. Okay, well then okay. Tell me about the troubles. So what about skulking vermin? Our people have been pestered by skulking villains. They have a camp called Drulligus somewhere in the Plains of Ruling, so that's gonna be a kobold. That's a wild kobold. Do you have directions to that? Nope. Sure don't. What was the other one? Also beasts. Sometimes animals get out of control. Side gold, the quest of celebration, the giant dingo. We can take on a giant dingo. Ask for directions to Pit of Domains. As for whereabouts of the dingo. I don't know. Okay. And then criminals? Sprawling criminal organization has left our people living in fear. They have a fortress called Cleared Blames somewhere in the festive steppes. Cleared Blames. Nope. Regions? Festive Steppes is down here. Okay. That's where we were last time. That's south. Unfortunately, that's the wrong direction. And you don't know... You've just heard all these things? You don't know where anything is. Ask about the local ruler. Cage Weech of Fortune rules contrabeds. Nezteth is chiefess. Don't know anything else. Are you fighting? Are you currently fighting? Enraged at all enemies. You're also hauling a skeleton. You're also just holding a skeleton. You don't have a weapon either. Why don't you have a weapon? Do I just leave you? They're not fighting now. Okay, I'm just gonna assume that's the way Ibu likes it. Meeting in a bar where a bar fight is already in process. Yes. I mean, what else do you expect for goblins? There's not a bar fight, wait 5 minutes. Okay, well, they're gonna continue to be silly. There is just a bunch of goblins there. I'm tempted to grab Ibu, but I'm not gonna. I think Ibu is done with the adventure lifestyle. She hasn't really wanted to join us on these last couple. Now what's all this? Do we see... Is there anything to find? Oh, here's something. Okay, here we go. I hear something. You fleeing? There's a dwarf. Sacred silkiness. So this is from... There was like a monastery nearby, wasn't there? Ask for cease to hostilities. Never. What? Yield. You first, coward. But you're not even hostile. Brag about violent acts. I am the Lord of Uzbu Roar Profane, master of the insensitive ghoul, once revered by those who didn't know any better. Wow. That's quite the brag. Why are you traveling? I'm escaping from danger. Offer your service. Invite to become a guard. Any troubles? Got armies on the march, beasts, and missing treasure. What about these armies? The army of Pal Tickshos is marching on Quick Oiled. There's also another Short Ears Overseer. Overseer of Tooth Snacked. We've been to Tooth Snacked. Where was Tooth Snacked? Someone came from Tooth Snacked. Yeah, here's Tooth Snacked. I want to say that's where Irisad and Darko came from. Start new conversation. Yeah, Overseer of Tooth Snacked. I'm gonna brag about my violent acts. I am the Strangler of Rears Mess Deeps, the Umbral Pit, whom I buried alive under a mountain of hatred. Wow, cool. Why are you traveling? Escaping from danger. Okay. Any troubles? We got open war. Kingdom of Confidence is at war with us. Yeah, the humans. I don't, and so you are part of you're part of our kobold civilization. I don't know why we're at war with this human civ. Dispute over the treatment of animals. Interesting. They don't seem hostile. They don't seem hostile. There's a goblin over here. You are a prisoner. You must yield. What? I must yield? You're the prisoner. Okay, I yield. And then you spat at me? You spat at me. Dude. The army of Stadost is marching on fenced bulwark. Okay, but what about you? I don't care. Why are you traveling? I dropped the sword. No, I'm gonna keep the sword. I am gonna keep the sword. I have it stowed away. Refuse to comply. Over my dead body, which is ironic because I am already dead. And then that ends the conversation. Brag about my violent axe. The Lord of Asta Treadvile, who sought my praise only to be rejected in death. And then you want me to drop the sword again. But like, I can't rescue you, right? You're not gonna... Join me on adventure. Drop the sword. Okay. Weird. Pulling the old I can outwit my captors if they don't know how dumb I am. True, I am about to just walk away from this goblin. Are you gonna come up and smack me? You are. You punched me. I am yielded. I am presently yielded. Or did you punch me or did you punch Mato? No, you punched me. Stop. Just stop. Flatter. You just want me to drop it. Okay. So if I try to walk away, like there's no way you can injure me, right? Keep punching me. You bruised me through my sock. And then you spit on me. Who are you a prisoner of? That's what I don't understand. Like, really start a conflict? Aren't I in conflict? Submissive posture. Like, listen, okay, if you're gonna attack me while I'm in a submissive posture, I don't know what else to do, right? Oh, I could punch. I could not use my weapon because I'm yielded and have my weapon put away. I don't have my weapon options. I'm just gonna punch you in the head. You punch the prisoner in the head from the side, twist the neck, tearing apart the muscle. Artery's been opened, tendon has been torn. Are you good now? You're over on the ground. Now you yield. Yeah. No, that still says brawl. I'm gonna brag again. You're just not even... How are you feeling? I am not scared. Okay, well, you should be. And now they're gonna fight each other. No, I'm gonna take out my sword. I didn't even have my weapon drawn. I'm getting so upset that I'm holding a weapon, but I didn't even have it in my hand. Just gonna stab you in the head. I'm gonna call it good. You didn't even have, you're just a prisoner. You didn't have anything on you. I did see this other dwarf, a holy rag. So yeah, from this, this monastery. Yeah, this is like a little monastery here. Come on, Mato. These people are just gonna be silly. So I guess the question is what happened over here that everyone left? Because last time we were in this area, they were all just chilling in that monastery building. Pretty sure. Let's go like this. It's like a monastery fort. Okay. I don't... Oh, there's a naked goblin. Oh no, that's a corpse. That is a corpse. A goblin corpse. So it appears that something happened here. A silver pike. Goblin posting in crafts. Okay. Oh, I hear something. Who do I hear? It's a goblin. Thin Goblin Hammerman. Hello. Hello, I'm Oozboo. How are you feeling? I've been all right. Okay. You seem fine. This is lively. Not really. It properly captures the chaos. Impatient, agitated. Ask about the local ruler. The Cross Wraith rules hex problems. Usi is warlord. See, the Cross Wraith... I feel like that's different from who controlled this last time. I don't think we're friends with them. Groups. Nope. Because these are all... civilizations? Position of the forces. You sound like a troublemaker. Yeah, I sure am. Any troubles? Armies on the march, brewing trouble with our neighbors, and missing treasure. Well. I'm gonna follow you. Are there... Oh, okay, yeah. There are a bunch of people here. There's another corpse here. A different Oozboo. Had to go. You said we're questing? Yes, we are questing. We don't entirely know what we're doing. I guess we're trying to find friends, right? These are all just a bunch of goblins. These are unarmed goblins, mostly. Is there a leader here? Hammerman. A fat goblin. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see a leader here. I don't know that I don't know that these are going to be friends. But this place is now controlled by goblins, clearly. The music is such a vibe. I love the music so much. Especially like the adventure mode music, because we don't get to hear it that often, right? The adventure mode music is very good. Okay, so that's what's going on there. There is a random monastery there. There's a dwarven fortress there. There's all this goblin junk here. Some ruined hillocks over here. I guess I do want to hit up the tower. So I think we're gonna hang back towards this way. I don't know that I feel the need to hit up the monastery. Maybe that's where all those people were from, because yeah, there is a little monastery up here. Maybe we check that out. Maybe that got conquered as well. Because it did just say monastery. It didn't say like who it belonged to. There's a little road even. That's cute. There wasn't much here when we came here last, but there were at least like a couple of religious figures. Now it's just gonna be empty, isn't it? Hmm. No. Oh, here's someone. Oh, look. Okay, so there's a bunch of people. Elf prophet, elf prophet. Yeah, just a bunch of prophets. Okay. Hello, Monitor Lizardman. I am Ilt. The boats of paddling will reward Springwoods. Any troubles? Armies on the march, beasts, and missing treasure. Tell me about the beasts. Sippler, Dawnfolds, the Tufted Swamps, the Marsh Titan. Ooh. Leopardbends is in the Blunt Hills. Seek this place if you hunt Sippler Dawnfolds. Huh. You're telling us to go to our fortress. That's interesting. I didn't know of a Marsh Titan being there. Who's the ruler of this site? Does it not? Is there not? There's not even an option. Ask about site's neighbor and trade partners. Yeah, why? You just can't even ask. Okay. Well, they seem fine. I don't know why the other ones fled. Maybe there's... Like, maybe if there's an army marching here, they can flee in anticipation of the army getting there? Is that a thing? I don't know. I don't know how that works. Maybe the monastery is why we're getting so many profits. It's very possible. They could be coming from there. Or similar locations, at least. So there's goblin stuff everywhere, right? This one is just dark pits. Not all of these are controlled by the goblins, though. Like, these are dark kobold pits. Dark goblin pits, dark goblin pits, dark goblin pits, dark pits, dark pits. So I think these ones were conquered by humans and now they're nothing. And this one is also nothing. There's kobold camp above us. Ground torture. That's a good name. I'm curious if there's going to be like refugees around here. Just finding some prisoners, maybe? Now it's nighttime again. Yep, it's nighttime. Can I just rest here? Oh, hey, look! I found some goblins. And a human. Are you coming for me? Oh, they're attacking each other? Okay, Goblin Hammerman bashes the skinny lady. Oh. There's a... Okay, who's this lady? They're all lethal with me. Or no, they're not. What on earth? Most of them are. A skinny lady. Hey, do you need help? But you are like in combat with me technically. They're all just gonna fight each other. So we brag about our fighting prowess. The skinny lady is not gonna do well. She's just gonna get murdered. And then you are all... Is it everyone now? Maybe everyone's had a turn now? Yeah, you're all lethal with me. Except for the one no quarter. You're just gonna kill your squad leader? They're just gonna mutiny right in front of me. A battle, that's alarming. You're a recruit? Huh. I mean, if they're just gonna do it. The lady is stunned. I'm curious if any of them were actually gonna make a move on us. They're just fighting each other. This is goblin on goblin. Excited for the weekend? I am excited for the weekend. It's gonna be hectic. It's gonna be, you know, work, but Mato drew his sword. Him? She. The people who join us are always she's somehow. What is with you all? And then you're just running. They're like they're having a civil war. I mean, I want to have Mato's back at least, right? Mato is getting into it. So I'm gonna ice bolt this goblin. Spinning icicle strikes the goblin in the upper body, bruising the muscle, chipping the middle spine's bone, bruising the nervous tissue through the leather armor. Wow, that's cool. And then they're all just gonna go nuts on each other. For reasons, a goblin is bled to death. Goblin's been struck down. They are straight up killing each other. But it looks like the lady and the unarmed one. There's the recruit, yeah. Okay. Oh, and we killed one right here. That's cool. A goblin misses Mato. Jeez. Yeah, cuts mob. Well, I'm gonna strike this goblin in the head with a stab. I don't know if there's a goblin that can resist us stabbing them in the head at this point. We are so powerful. We have such a ridiculous weapon. Stream friends have got a sub server going for Minecraft, so I'm going to be grinding up a lot of cobblestone into iron this weekend. Very fun. I like group servers like that. Mato punches the goblin in the hand. Attack is deflected. That's fine. Tempted to like jump over the fire. Is that a terrible idea? Or I can't jump. I don't know why Reg can't jump. But I've noticed that before. Reg just doesn't jump. So there's Mato, and then here's a lasher. Strike, head, stab, dead. Oh my goodness, and then you fired on my friend. So you're gonna get an ice bolt. In the arm, chipping the bone through the leather armor. Cool. Stab you in the head. Move over to this one over here. Oh, now this is a bad idea? I don't think you can take that back. Are you all running now? I'm gonna give you an ice bolt on the chance that that disables you. Yeah, in the leg. Yeah, perfect. Like that. Now you can't. Now you're not gonna get away from me. There we go. Okay, now let's go help Mato. The rest can just run away. Mato seems fine. Mato is our little protege at this point. Nice. Is there anyone else to chase after? It kind of looks like it. Oh, we are walking. We should be sprinting. And then, oh, is that the lady? No, that's the recruit. I think the lady died. Pew! Bruising in the lower body, bruising the muscle, bruising the stomach. Cool. I'm gonna assume that Mato can take care of that. I don't know what you just fired on. You just shot at something. Oh, there's just someone else up there. Okay. It's like this goblin army found goblin refugees and we're attacking them? I don't know why that would be. I don't know what caused this. I don't think this was our fault. Okay, you good, Mato? You can gloat over the pile all you want. Just come on. There we go. Curious about this tent here. Nope. Okay. Well, we definitely didn't find any friends. Oh, and then, yeah, okay. Ice bolt. Oh, he hit a tree. Dang. You're just gonna get this before I even get there. Yep. Wow. Okay. Mato is no slouch. Let's save real quick. We have a little cat toy that, like, I mean, it's just a little ball that rolls around on the ground, but it has a mode where it'll activate when Heck plays with it, but then every couple hours or so it'll like activate itself and go through a little cycle of rolling around on the ground. It's doing that right now, but it's like doing it in the hallway. Like, yeah, so Heck was just staring at it through the doorway. That's why her head was like hanging off the edge of the thing, and now she's gone off to go find it. I love it. Okay. Well, this was a camp, right? Or no, we were here at these refugees. Like, who's this now? It's gonna be more goblins? No quarter, yeah. There's just gonna be a bunch of goblins out on the field here. Which is so much easier than trying to go into a fortress. You blocked my icicle. Oh man. You're gonna have a hard time with that though, aren't you? Combat skinny spearman. Stab. Got it. Is that all who was here? Might have even been one of the ones that ran away from us. Can't travel through the camp. So what about you? Nope, come back. Yeah, oh, and look, some kobolds. Short ears kobold hammerbold. These are corpses. Most of these are corpses. These are the corpse. This is where we just were. This is where we just were. So you are fighting, you are fighting. I don't know. I don't know about this kobold. Greet listener. My name is Reg. Hello, I'm Srula. Okay. You were gonna flee from us. I'm just gonna stab this goblin in the head. Easy enough. And an ice bolt here. Sure. You're just gonna run. I am going to put my weapon away and assume a submissive posture as I approach this kobold. Are you gonna be a friendly kobold? These are the ones that we just killed. We were just here. Why are you traveling? Returning to my home in ground torture. Oh. Which one's ground torture? Ground torture, camp. Was that like where we are? That's this. That's this. Okay. Do you want to join us? Lead me to glory and death. Okay, well. Sure. That's likely. It says you're a hammerbold. You have a hammer. Weak, susceptible to disease, and very quick to tire. Okay, well. I'm not controlling you. I'm gonna resist the urge to just make them all be fully controllable adventurers so I can control their gear like that. That's the thing we could do. You're just gonna... That's the one that's running from us. Okay, I guess I want to check out this camp. There's a dwarf. And a goblin. You are fighting, you are not. You're just a spear dwarf. Hello, dwarf. Hello, I'm Arp. How are you? Are you traveling? Are you not traveling? You just live here. Do you want to join us? Glory and death. Okay, cool. Glory and death. And you have a spear. You know, I'll take it. And then why are you? You're just over there. Why are you not following? Oh, I guess I have noticed that happen sometimes. Sometimes you need to like bump your friend after fast traveling. Now you'll follow? Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. There is a human. And then, of course, the kobold went and chased after this goblin over here. Where'd you go? And this is gonna be a corpse. That's a corpse. Kobold! Your companions. Yeah, so they went north. Here we go. Here's a goblin. But where's our kobold friend? You fully ran off, and then you were not in combat with us. Hello, I'm Aslot. Do you want to join us? My duty is here. Okay. Sure. Another campfire. This is where we just were. And the dwarf is swimming. And now we're attacking that goblin. Okay. Sure. Things get real strange once you start bringing friends along. Unconscious, dead, okay. So then, where our kobold friend just bolted? What if I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna camp here for an hour. See if our friend shows back up. Yeah, there you are. Okay. We're all here. I remain in my submissive posture. I'm a very polite zombie. There's no need to get all upset. Here's that human. A chieftain. Hello, chieftain. I am Lide. We could ask to become a soldier of his. But see, I'm not going to have the option to ask you to join. Or no, you could. You're not going to. Yeah, my duty is here. Okay. Do you have any loot? Ooh, look at this. Might be good for kobold? Oh, shields are always good. Bronze cap. Copper cap. Bunch of coins, low boots. And then I want to trade with you, right? Where'd all our other friends? Are they all still back there? See, I don't know why that happens. That's happened to us before. It's like, why are you... It says ally. You're in my party. Why would I need to ask you to cease hostilities? Brag about axe. Exchange, give, or show. So I'm going to give you all this small stuff, right? Copper boots. I think that's... Why does shields is on here twice? Weird. I'm just gonna give, right? You're even wearing a skirt. Give. Okay. And then do you put all that on? You put a bunch of it on. Very cool. Nice. Okay. I like that. I appreciate that. Well, there's Motto. And there's our dwarf. Okay. Weird. If we could find some stuff for our dwarf, that'd be good too. I think we have another helm. Silver Warhammer. What do you have? You have a bismuth bronze. Silver Warhammer's kind of nice. Flask. More boots. Where... Was there only one boot? Gauntlet. Breastplate. I'm going to give these to the dwarf. Why? Why do I have to ask hostilities to end every time, and why does bragging about my past violence solve the issue? Be the wandering wizard type, doling out help and resources off the back of my donkey. Excellent. Excellent. You're a spear dwarf, so the hammer's gonna go to the other one. Here's a copper shirt. And one gauntlet. And a breastplate. And one boot. And one cap. And then that's all the stuff I gave you, right? Yeah, now you're just got all this stuff on you. You probably want a shield. Because you have a shield, right? Kobold has a shield. Kobold has a shield. Oh, why... Arp Spit misses Motto. Now they're gonna fight each other? But I'm still allies with them all. How does that work? Okay, well, they're not fighting. Weird. Weird, weird, weird. And you're just gonna follow us? Motto drew a weapon, so you're... Oh, you see something. Oh, there's fighting. You just hear a goblin in the woods. Oh no! Motto just straight up went for it. Oh my god. Where'd you... Oh, geez, come on. Oh, here we are. And you killed it. You just chased him down and killed him. Cool. There is someone somewhere else. Okay, let's regroup. My kobold, my dwarf, my goblin. Is that all I have? Yeah. One of each. Okay, well, that was that. There's also this night creature symbol over here. I wonder what this is. I wonder what this is. This could be a friend. Nope. That is not a friend. Dark monster spouse. Cool. That's a proper monster. And then what did it do? It just immediately... Srula already fell over. Dark monster spouse gores Srula in the leg from behind. Ligament has been torn. That was just instant. But I guess I'm no longer submissive. I think we are much better positioned to take care of this now. We are just gonna stab in the head. Where's I have my weapon still, right? Strapped to upper body. So take out... It says I have a weapon drawn. Oh, because I have just another random hammer. I just have another random hammer. That's what it is. Strike, head, stab. Srula bashes, bruising the muscle. You stab in the head from behind, tearing the muscle, fracturing the skull. Artery's been opened, tendon in the skull's been torn. Force bends the neck, but did not kill. Monster spouse strikes at Srula, but the shot is blocked by the shield. Dark monster spouse giving me my bisexual wife painting vibes. Have we talked about the monster spouses? It's been a while since we've fought these kinds of things. The monster spouses are weird. We're just gonna stab in the head again. And we managed to hit it. It misses us. Injured part is cloven asunder. Struck down. Okay, cool. We just had to get it twice in the head. Wow. Okay, well that was Deller Delamoth Tathnar. Painting and crafts for reference. I want to say the title sounds familiar. I'm just gonna grab that corpse. I got the space for it, right? I can hold quite a bit. Delith Monon Tathnar's mangled corpse. It is covered with some blood. Spattered with the dusk of Oblivion's dark monster blood. Okay. Interesting. I'm sure someone wanted that dead. Who knows who? Oh yeah, I have seen this. I've definitely seen that. Well, now Srula is injured, right? You cannot stand. Okay, well let's go ahead and rest here again, I guess. The monster spouses are weird because the game will just create the dark monsters, and then you're still here, right? You're just not nearby. Okay. But then we'll like kidnap people and transform them into spouses. Is my understanding? Like they don't have a normal procreation cycle. They have to kidnap other living creatures and convert them into things that they can breed with. It's very strange. You can stand. Okay, so you healed up. All good. All better. Well that's one monster dead. I am curious about this blue dot over here. Oh, there's a tent over here. And then they just spit at each other. Srula spits at Mato. Our kobold doesn't like our goblin. They aren't fighting each other. But they're definitely not friends. There's some birds. I don't see anyone here. Oh, there's a campfire down there. Those are tracks? Yep. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see anyone here. Kleptomogamous, yeah? Yeah? Okay, whatever that was, it disappeared and then it popped up there. Whatever. I'm curious if there's another blue dot up there. I'm not gonna go into these trenches, but I do want to make a loop around them. Kind of hot. Except for the non-consensual part. What's this big shield? Who's this? Oh, we found a proper army. This is a proper army. And it's all, I don't see any goblins. This is all this is all trolls, blind cave ogres, and Mineras. And we are completely surrounded. And they're all just immediately in combat with us. Well, this would be a tall order for Reg on his own. So I don't know how our friends are gonna get through this. Our friends might have a bad time here. But this will be a good chance to see how good we are against blind cave ogres. I'm gonna stick with Mato. I would love it if we could all stick together. But I don't think that's gonna happen. Yeah, they're just gonna shoot a bunch of arrows. Who's shooting? Wait a minute. Who has... Can Mineras shoot bows? Who has bows? Troll bowman. The trolls have bows and armor? Oh dear. Do the blind cave ogres have armor? Oh no. Armed blind cave ogres is very bad. This is very bad. I'm gonna go for this troll here. I hit the beak dog instead. Beak dog falls over. Mato is wrestling a beak dog. Look at beak dog takes Mato down. And all the arrows miss. Run. We could run. Running would be the smart thing. Mato's already having a bad time. I want to see how we do. Stray beak dog shakes Mato around by the foot, ankle collapses. Mato's enraged. Well, that's good. I'm gonna try to stab this troll in the head. I could mount the beak dog? It would just let me mount the beak dog? It's gonna let me claim the beak dog? I'm gonna combat the troll. The troll spearman. Recovering from attacking. Head. Stab. Don't think that killed the troll. Oh, Mato loses hold of the weapon. Srula bashes, Arp stabs. You stab the troll spearman in the head from behind, tearing the muscle, fracturing the skull through the large iron helm, but did not kill. It's gonna take like 2 head stabs just to get each of these. Tangle and fall over. So I can claim the beak dog as a pet. How does that work? I don't think it actually works. Combat troll spearman. Not even gonna bother parrying. I'm just gonna go for a head stab. And that got him. 1 to destroy the helmet and 1 to stab through the head. Like, if it were just me, we might be able to do this, but I don't think I can save all our friends. The troll is struck down. Our friends are latching on firmly. Jeez. Like, I think we need to thin out some of these beak dogs. It's almost fortunate that so many of these are ranged, so that we're only in melee combat with a handful of them. Where's my thing? You stab the beak dog in the head, but still it did not kill. Oh dear. Okay, that killed a beak dog. Jeez. Okay, well, Srula over here is not doing well. Srula's not doing well. Mato's also not doing well. And Arp here has not been hit yet. Weird. Okay. I'm gonna try to save Mato. I'm going to combat the beak dog with a stab. That gets the beak dog. Mato is just biting at this point. The kobold is dead. Oh no. I'm gonna attack this big dog here. I'm gonna try like a heavy stab. Oh, it jumped away. It didn't like it though. It's scared of that. So I'm gonna come down here, try to get these beak dogs off of Mato. There we go. Dork War? Dork War. Oh, this is bad. Hello, welcome in. We got ambushed. These all have armor. The blind cave ogres and the trolls all have arms and armor. Just by the way. I'm gonna ice bolt over here to save our dwarf friend, maybe? Doubt it's gonna help. Got it in the leg and chipped the bone. So now here's a blind cave ogre spearman. Oh boy, attacking you with precise iron spear stab, aiming for left foot. I am going to parry. I'm gonna parry that. Mato attacked, but the ogre jumped away, and so then my parry didn't even happen. Attacking goblin. So now I'm gonna do a head stab. Oh, got it! Oh, okay. That's a good sign. That's a good sign that that's even possible. You stab blind cave ogre spearman in the head, chipping the skull, tearing the brain through the copper helm. And oh, now Mato's dead. Oh, Mato just bled to death underneath this other ogre. So if we survive, Reg is gonna be the only survivor. Do we continue with this? Do we see if we can do this? Because if Reg could handle this, that would be one of the more epic things I've ever seen. But we're going to lose all our friends. I'm just gonna strike. Strike in the head. All the arrows. You stab in the head, tearing the muscle, chipping the skull. Horse bends the neck, beak dog vomits. So we are hitting every time. We're just gonna keep going for headshots because we do hit the head every time. Yeah, that killed another ogre. Is Arp still alive? Nope, Arp is dead. Okay, we are now the only ones here. I don't think we've been hit. Curse of Undeath, it's true. There are just cave dogs everywhere. Combat stray beak dog. Beak dog struck down. I'm just gonna stand on this pile here. We're just gonna have a pile of corpses underneath us. You stab. Stuck in the wound. Okay, so we didn't kill that one. Oh dear. And then you all miss. So now here's a troll. Troll Hammerman, recovering from attacking. Stab in the head and kill it. Absurd. And everyone misses us. This is what happens when you reach level 100 fighting. Imminent attacking with precise halberd slash. How about we parry? Strike, head, stab. Dead. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Combat, Tangled Teeth, Troll, Maceman. Attacking with Wild Iron Bash, parry. And that was this one, right? And then combat the Maceman. Nope, not quite. But I did hit. I did hit, tearing the muscle, fracturing the skull. Force bends the neck. There's so many. I need to like regain the sword, right? If I just do attack, it usually, yeah, it does the thing. Now, combat. You're attacking. I don't care. Stab in the head while you're attacking me. I think I got it. Yep, cool. Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Beak Dog charges, collides with you. Beak Dog is knocked over and tumbles backwards. They can't even knock me over. Troll is struck down. Okay. I think it's all the blind cave ogres are like taking their time, right? Which is good. I'm gonna go for this troll. The trolls definitely scare me more than the beak dogs. What if I manage to kill everything but the beak dogs and then claim the beak dogs? Pikeman struck down. It's so many arrows. Oh, it's so many arrows. Did I miss? Okay, whatever. How about the axeman? Like, it almost doesn't even make sense to parry because they can't hit me. He is as unnatural a beast warrior as I've ever seen. It's true. This is truly, truly supernatural fighting here. Oh, we got knocked over. Strike, head, stab. Oh, that one's struck down. They still all miss me. They still can't touch this. So that's another dead beak dog. Combat the beak dog. I think the unarmed ones, I wonder, like a head, like a neck slash, or a head slash almost makes more sense. You slash the head, severed part, sails off in an arc, struck down. Here's another troll. I'm gonna try slash. Yep, okay, that got it. Sure, a lot of people dies, but look, I brought back funky dogs, yeah. I mean, it would be a benefit at some point, right? Slash in the head, severed part, sails off in an arc. And you all miss me. Head slash. Got him. Their armor just doesn't even count for anything anymore. I just hit them so hard in our, like, we have a divine metal longsword. So there's no armor that can just straight up resist us, right? Yeah, just straight through the copper helm. My god. How many can I kill without moving at all? My goal is to see if I can murder everyone without moving from this spot. There's a head. On the Mineras are getting close. Oh, they knocked into me. They actually bumped me. Combat the beak dog. Dead. Oh my goodness. Head slash. Cool. I'm gonna move over here. Slash. Wow. Okay. Ice bolt. The troll. Oh, I didn't see the blind cave ogres. The blind cave ogres have arrived. Cave ogre recruit. Recovering from attacking with bite. I'm gonna do a head slash. Oh, that just made it mad. You slash in the head, tearing apart the muscle, fracturing the skull, and it becomes enraged. That's a great sign. Pain, heavy bleeding, and pain. You just have a crown. Okay, so they don't all have armor. There we go. Wow. Beak dog. Slash. Hello, Nemist. We found some trouble. Oh my goodness. We found a lot of trouble. Head slash. There's a lot of corpses over here now. I can't even show you how many corpses there are now. Come on, get him. Horse pulls the neck through the large iron helm. Beak dog wretches. We did hit. Still did not kill. Still did not kill. Lodged firmly in the wound. Then we jump away. Jeez. That's a lot. That's a lot of stuff. We are still hitting every time we try. We are still dodging all of these arrows. This is a lot of arrows. Oh, we've got our sword stuck again. Does stabbing versus slashing have a higher chance of lodging your weapon in the wound? Is one of those... Does it happen more with one than the other? Jeez. Stuck firmly in the wound. Yeah, we need to just keep going, going for the head. Jeez. They still can't hit me. They still cannot hit me. Charges at the troll from the side. Oh, they're like... they're weird. Okay. Sure, you can charge at each other. Here's a dead troll. There's a dead troll. I only vividly recall seeing lodged in wound from stabbing. I swear I've had it from slashing as well. I guess let's see if we can get that to happen. Did they kill Rhino Lady? Rhino Lady never joined us. Rhino Lady's still back at that fort. She's just hanging out with those goblins. She doesn't... I don't think she's much for the life of adventure. Killing an entire army? I know, right? I mean, if we can succeed. So this is a slash. Did not embed. Slash. Did not. Slash. Murdered. You slash, attack is deflected by the copper helm. Wow, it's the first time they actually deflected something. Blind Cave Ogre charges at me. Well, that's silly. I'm gonna get this Monera. Monera Bowman. Why can the Moneras have bows? You slash Monera Bowman in the head, tearing apart the muscle, spilling the foul guts. I slashed in the head and spilled the guts, because that's how Moneras work. You stab in the head, tearing apart the muscle, shattering the ribs, tearing apart the lung. Neat. Unbelievable, yes. Slash the ogre. Still deflected. Why is this helm having so much better luck deflecting us? I'm gonna go for a neck stab. Oh, you didn't like that. You stab, and it lodged firmly in the wound. Okay, and then you walked away. Okay. So that was a stab again that did it. Go for this Monera. Actual anime protagonist Reg. Reg is in his superhero arc, pretty sure. I think Reg is our main character. I think Reg might be the main character, which is interesting because he doesn't get introduced into our story for like... He's like one of the most recent adventures we made. And he's becoming like the most instrumental. Oh, we got it lodged in the wound again. Sure. Slash the bowman in the head. Yeah. Why are the Moneras going to be the ones that take a while to die? There we go. There's a troll. I can't wait for this video. I know, right? Gonna be a little while. At the rate I'm going. We slash. Yeah, okay. Just keep slashing. Just keep on slashing. Did that get it? Nope. I'll have to find someone with a grovelly voice. True. I kind of have someone in mind for him, actually. I'm hearing the sick guitar riff from the American Dragon Ball Z playing in my head. Yes, totally. Reg is invincible. Yes. Yeah. Reg the unbreakable. Stab. We got a blind cave ogre struck down. Okay. Good. Good. What does it describe us as? It describes unbelievably strong, basically unbreakable, and agile. I like basically unbreakable. I think that describes Reg pretty good. Great thing about being dead is you can't die. True. We don't have someone to raise us if we get destroyed, though. We can still have all of our parts, you know, lobbed off. There's a dead Monera. Finally. There are fewer of them. There's fewer things than there were. Troll Spearman struck down. Gonna move down here, I guess? Skinny Beak Dog wretches. And you were just on the ground. You slash, okay. They are quite durable. What if... I'm not going to speak about what happens after this because we have not gotten out of this yet. We are obviously quite adept in doing this, but like the odds are still not in our favor, right? We are still pretty heavily outnumbered here. I do really wonder how we would fare against like an actual like, demon lord. If that would still just be complete suicide. Dead Monera. Chubby Blind Cave Ogre Hammerman. Force Twist the neck. Yeah, maybe slashes don't get... I could have sworn I've seen slashes get embedded, but... let's just stick with the slashes and see. Force Twist the neck. No one wants to stand next to me anymore. Here, Ice Bolt. Bruising the bone through the iron high boot. I love it. I love it so much. I think some of the beak dogs are running away. Some of them might be fleeing. You didn't even... Okay, I'll just do it again then. Oh, you moved. I still got you, but it's deflected. It's this one. Attacking with precise punch, aiming for thumb right hand. Okay. Enjoy. I'm gonna take off an arm, maybe? You slash in the arm, bruising the skin through the iron shirt. Wow, okay. Why are you... Do you have like really high armor skill or something? Not that I could see. I have a great axe. Oh dear. Just keep slashing in the head. Attack is deflected. Try this other one. Attack is deflected by the large iron helm. That's gonna be the thing. Everything that we don't kill is gonna be because they have a helm. I'm gonna spill the Monera's guts. What happens if you slash the neck? Oh, same thing, we've tried. I think like it's the chainmail that deflects it. You stab the Monera Maceman, tearing apart the left kidney. Okay, and that was a stab, and it lodged firmly in the wound. That makes sense. But ostensibly, not all the ones that have helms will also have chest armor. So like if I view you, right, you do have, so you have a helm and a mail shirt and a breastplate. I think that's the trick. If we do neck slash, bruising the fat through the iron mail shirt. So it wasn't deflected, but we didn't decapitate. Eventually we could break the iron mail shirt. It is gaining wear. It is at 1x. But it's just bruising through the mail shirt. We could maybe we could stab the neck. That seemed good. You stab in the neck, tearing the muscle, tearing the spine's nervous tissue through the iron mail shirt. Okay, that's what's really nice about stabbing, realistically, is because you can just go through the armor. Maybe we do a head stab. It does lodge firmly in the wound, but it does go through, right? We hit through the helm. Just means we have to regain our sword every once in a while. Just spend an action to like pull our sword out. There we go. Now it's dead. So now you also have a mail shirt, also have an iron helm. So we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna do head stab. Stuck firmly in the wound. And then you jump away. We got in the hand though, so that's nice. That's neat. I'm gonna go for this troll. Dead. And I'd love to get rid of this Monera. Lodge firmly in the wound. Stab. Come on. I have pierced every organ except for the brain in this Monera's head. Unconscious? Is that what happened? Why do you have... Do you have a bunch of armor? No. You were naked. There. Now you're dead. Well, you bled to death. That wasn't even me attacking. Okay, let's go after this blind cave ogre here. Head stab. There we go. Holy cow. I'm gonna do an ice bolt at this ogre here. Don't test that IRL. Yeah, do not try this at home. Head stab. And then these are all, I mean, it still says they're all lethal. I don't know that they're... I don't know that anyone is fleeing us. They might just not be... Oh, I think that one might be running. There might be a couple that are running. Terrified while in conflict. It's a proper reaction. Can you imagine like the 3 survivors of this army getting back to the Goblin Overlord and being like, we found a lizard in the wild and lost like 90% of our army. I'm just gonna do some default attacks on these Moneras here. because that seems to be effective. Just taking off all the limbs. Just the full Cyrano de Burgak fighting 100 men and winning all in one fight. I don't know this reference. Oh, you moved? Are you running from me now? Lodge firmly in the wound. Cool. I mean, yeah, it's hitting in the head. Okay. The auto attack is usually pretty good, but like... Oh, of course. Stab. Lodged firmly again. There we go. He's the French swordsman who has a long nose. Oh, that sounds vaguely familiar. Mineras are silly. There you go. Wow, there's a lot fewer of you now, aren't there? You blocked it with a shield? Oh, this one has a shield. Don't matter. Don't matter if you don't block. Okay, I'm gonna let you just bleed. Seems like if you can just pop off a couple of their arms, let them bleed to death. Cool. Head stab. Dead. We're only getting better at this. Our ability is only increasing. Loading ammo. Well, yeah. There's some trolls over there running. Honestly, the blind cave ogres are the ones that I'm concerned about, and that I would like to be dead. You're a lasher? Not no more you aren't. Some of these I wonder if they've even moved. Like, is this the original square that we were surrounded by? You're not even... What are you doing? You're not even fighting back. But it says you're lethal. I mean, I'm not gonna complain. That's fewer ogres in the world. Okay. Blind cave ogres running away from us feels very good. Considering what's happened with us in the past, the fact that they're like, oh no, this is too much. It's very satisfying. Hey, how about an ice bolt? Hitting the leg, cool. And then we just close the gap. And stab the head. Oh my god. Oh my god. Actual anime shit. Still trying to ungas their flabbers. There we go. Reg posting in Dwarf Fortress channel. Dead. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Can you show their skills? Not in adventure mode, hilariously. Or no, I can, because we are actually a person. We're up to level 92 fighter. We're ridiculous. We are too much. We are simply too much for this world to handle. We're a legendary organizer. Like, we're a level 24 organizer. We're level 67 discipline. Just absurd. Just absurd. And we know, like, some poems. Oh, we're good at tracking, too. And a legendary teacher. Because we, in our fort, Reg is our militia captain. Reg has been training our squads. Organized in slaughter, yes. He's meticulous with taking apart these enemies. He's not even a protagonist, he's a blunt instrument of fate at this point, true. He's the instrument of players' will. That is absurd. That is simply absurd. You running around a tree? Think that's gonna help? Well, you can take a couple hits, apparently. But then we broke the helm, yeah. There we go. Okay, who else wants some? Where did you find this guy? We made him. Reg was constructed in a lab. I guess I want some of these Mineras gone too. I'm really curious if I could actually claim a beak dog now. I think they're all gone though. I think they all fled. So this is, I mean, it was a little while ago, I guess, but when we were still in Leopardbends, we wanted to go attack the goblin castle in the far south, right? So we put together a team. We created 10 new adventurers from scratch, and then we put them all into a squad with Shem, our necromancer, and you know, let all the lizard people starve to death, and then Shem created all these zombies. There's 5 different types of intelligent undead available in this world, and we just made a pair of each of them. And then that squad of 10 went down and just wreaked havoc on the goblins in the south. But Reg is who we were controlling for the majority of that. Because I like Reg's ability, right? I like this ice bolt because it's nice and it's a ranged ability. It's one of the few just direct damaging ranged attacks that our squad had. And also the monitor lizardmen were the large ones. Everyone else was like kobold sized or smaller, but then the monitor to lizardmen are huge. They're larger than humans. So he's who we ended up controlling. So by the time we got back to our fortress, Reg just had like 200 kills. And had a bunch of skill because he'd just been swinging his sword the whole time. So then we put him in a squad in Leopardbends, and he trained for a long time. And then we reactivated him as an adventurer like 2 more times at this point, and he's just been either in adventure mode slaughtering people or training. That has been his entire life. I'm gonna save. That's absurd. The fact that we did that is absurd. I am sad that we lost Mato. I'm sad that we lost our goblin friend. I'm sad that we lost our kobold and our dwarf new friends. But this really just proves the point of how absurdly overpowered Reg is at this point. We know that the goblin castle that's directly adjacent to our new fortress in the evil forest, we know that it's populated almost entirely by blind cave ogres. And I was worried about going there and attacking because you would just be surrounded by blind cave ogres. But I don't think they have weapons when they're just hanging out in a fortress. And they weren't directly hostile when we were wandering around, so I think we could just go in and like kill them one at a time. Maybe? I don't know, I'm less scared of it now. I think we might go take on that castle at some point. Hello, Mineras. Army is already scattered at this point, now you're sending a message, yes. Well, like most of the like Mineras and ogres and junk, I just want there to be fewer of them in the world. If these can't regroup and send an army at us, then all the better. Jeez. Our Divine Metal Longsword definitely helps. Like, we would be pretty nasty if we just had a steel sword. But the fact that we have a Divine Sword is just the cherry on top, right? So now here's my question. So we know from past experience that if an adventurer kills someone and then attempts to raise them as a zombie, that zombie will generally be hostile to the necromancer because the necromancer was responsible for its death, right? Or at least that's my understanding. But I don't really know the limits of that. I don't know if that's strictly like the actual adventuring party that's responsible for the death, or if that like transcends to like the same civilization. Because all these corpses are gonna stay here. There's just a gigantic pile of blind cave ogre corpses here. Most of them have holes in the head. They all have pretty holy heads at this point. So that might be a factor. But what would happen if a necromancer came here and just kind of found a pile of corpses? Could we make friendly, intelligent undead out of these blind cave ogres? If it's someone other than Reg who is doing it? Or would they still be hostile if it's a completely different person, but they're like part of the same civilization. Is that something we try? Is that something we try here? A monster scouring the world of monsters. Yes. That is absolutely what we are. Okay, so I'm gonna make a note of where we are. We're right here off this corner of this trench here. I'm curious about this. If there's anyone here. Is this like my stuff? Does it just... No, we went through here. Okay. Have to be a quick one? Yeah, because they're gonna rot. It's true. So one thing I can do... Well, you can raise skeletons, right? I don't know if they're as effective. They're just a random human. What? I still have to ask them all to cease hostilities. Clearly people don't want to be our friends. Why are you traveling? I'm escaping danger. I think Reg has to be like a lonely adventurer. Having friends tends to be pretty dangerous for the friends. How's the troubles? Well, let's see. Nothing? Okay. Cool. Everyone recognizes the natural danger of being near Reg. I mean, they did ask for glory and death, right? That was pretty glorious death. That was among the more glorious deaths that we've seen. I can't lie. I'm like, what is this? This is a bunch of birds. Or no, a kobold. Hello, random... Or no, that's our dead kobold. Dang. I got excited for a second. Oh no, here we are. Kobold Bobold. Kobold Hammerbold. And see, these I can just talk to. Hello, I am Lyra's Grieved Pleat. And you are Zira Woman Muscles. Why are you traveling? I'm on an important mission. Interesting. Was a hell of a thing, I know, right? They helped defeat an entire army. I mean, they were involved. They were involved. So you are clearly not hostile to me. They probably belong to our civilization. I wonder if they're gonna, like, infiltrate. See how they're, like, following me. What does that mean? I desire more clarity. More than anything else, I desire more clarity on these things. I don't know that we're ever gonna get it, though. Surely there's someone nearby. Here's a campfire. Oh no, there's something down here. What are these? Strawberries? Oh, look, strawberries. I don't know. Weird. Weird. I'm gonna let's continue on. There's there's enough nonsense in this area. I want to check out the necromancer tower. I want to check out this abandoned necromancer tower. Yeah, and see, what is this? Is this a friend? Is this an experiment hanging out? They can speak? Oh, the kobolds? The modded kobolds can. The normal kobolds can't, but we have modded kobold civilization, so they can speak. Special type of tragic to be mortal retainers to an undead demigod. I mean, you gotta know it's temporary, right? Is it like with a cat? Do cats understand that they won't outlive their masters, that they just have shorter lifespans? What if it's like that? Like, well, it's my turn to be the person now. I feel uneasy. Well. Oh, dingoes. Not a monster. Oh, it is. Who is this? Omli. Omli might be one of our people. I swear we've seen Omli before, but you're not in combat. Okay. I really want Omli to be our friend. I recognize that name. When you have an immovable object against every force, you realize that you're between them. Yes. Stab. Yeah, Omli's attacking the dingo. Excellent. Nope, that's not that button. Already did my ice bolt. You have a bronze pike? Okay. You're back next Thursday? I will be back next Thursday, yes. That will be my... After today, my next stream will be next Thursday. And then there will be a longer break. Yeah, look at that. Okay, hi, Omli. The fact that I already know your name... And you're haggard? Yep, you're a person. You're one of our people who wandered off. Cease to hostilities. I'm very powerful, and you know this, Omli. Why are you traveling? You're just not gonna talk. You're just not gonna talk. You're just haggard and out here in the wilderness. And then Christmas, basically. And here's someone else. You are a skinny captain, but we don't know you. I don't get your name, though. I'm escaping danger. Yeah, can we? Do you want to join me? My duty is here. So they set up a little camp here. Do you want to join? I'm sorry, my duty is here. Sure, touching grass will do you good. I need to touch so much grass. I am below. I'm low on my grass touching quotas. Okay, well, there's a pair of them here. That's a male. That's a female. There's technically oh, but they're not the same thing. Oh, they're different from each other. Have we found more experiments? Not on this adventure. Not after that initial bunch. But that's kind of what I want to check out some of these sites. I want to see if there's some hanging out. So... Oh, there's nothing I can do to convince you to come, is there? Kobold wants a thing, a warhammer, return to Springwoods. Okay. You don't even know where Springwoods is. Okay, fair enough. Well, I guess they're just gonna be camping there. Except now they're moving. No, maybe not. If there's anyone else to find here, oh, I guess I want to wait until daytime. That's better. Now I can see. Around here somewhere, right? Yeah. I'm gonna guess that this is still empty. Oh, this is just one of the buildings. It's still full of corpses. Is this the actual tower? This is different. This is a different layout than when we were here last. Pretty sure. Strange. I don't think anyone's here. I think it's still abandoned, which I kind of expected. I mean, no one controls this site anymore. This is just an abandoned tower. Can I... Okay, maybe... Do I claim it? I'm gonna save. We haven't had good luck with claiming sites. But I'm wondering, because like this one is not controlled by anyone. Like this one is truly not controlled by anyone, and we are an official position within our fortress. Like we are the militia captain of our fortress. So I wonder if claiming in these circumstances would have different results. Claim the site for yourself. Gonna ask me to make a new group, but I don't want to make a new group. I want it to be... I guess it's still a new group every time, right? Every site's controlled by its own group. The banners of scintillating, the hovels of raining, the portals of treating, the shins of praise, the emerald enchantments. That actually sounds good. I am in charge of Burn Post now. Make way for Lord Reg, the Emerald Enchantments. So now we are Lord. Now we are a Lord Frozen Hunter. And we are still the caravan tactician of the artificial shovels. And still a member of the artificial shovels. The narrow towers respects us for our heroic acts. That's interesting. We're feared as a killer and respected for heroic acts by the same group. But I think the narrow towers is like the group that was here, that used to control here. All hail Lord Reg. It's a new group just in the same civ, right? In theory, right? Like that's the way it should work. That's the way it should work. If we look at this, this still just says tower, right? It doesn't say like kobold tower, it doesn't say anything different. So I don't know if that just doesn't work the way it should, or the way we expect. But like there shouldn't be anyone here who like disagrees with us, right? Just tower equals empty, yeah. Like if it's controlled, it'll tell you the type of group that controls it. Like a kobold tower is controlled by a kobold civilization, like a kobold group. This was a dwarven tower, but now it's just tower. Can you boast of your recent exploits? I mean, I can shout about them, yeah. there's even still a thing for claim this site for yourself and the emerald enchantments. Like, but it doesn't do anything, so maybe it's fine. I'm just gonna check out this little building over here. It should all just be empty. Yeah. But if I can boast, right? I can. My computer's not liking the heat today. Brag about your past violent acts. I am the crusher of Tossid. And then nothing happens, because no one's here. Okay, well, I'm curious if that will have any effects in the long run. There is another place that I want to go to. Runditch. I want to check out Runditch. There's also that tomb. See, this says Human Castle, Human Camp, Tomb, Goblin Town, Goblin Hamlet, Goblin Camp, Hamlet. Like, these are just dark pits. Tell the world. I'll try. I'll see if we can. Runditch is where we were first introduced to the experiments. So I want to see what's going on up there. I want to see if there's anything left in Runditch. 'Cause it's been several years since we were up there. And that's gonna be just over here. This. No, it's like. I think it's this up here. This is Borfailed. This is Depth Ulcer. This is the wrong fortress. This is a fortress. This is where all those kobolds or all those goblins ran to. We visited this fortress of Runditch. This was way back with Earsad. Yeah, this is Runditch. I want to find the fortress entrance. It should tell me, right? It's in here somewhere. But this was conquered by goblins, like a long time ago. Maybe back in World Gen even. This was originally a kobold fortress that belonged to our civilization, and then it was conquered by goblins, and then we showed up with Earsad and Neri, and then all the goblins fled. Like, as we showed up, a bunch of goblins died and fled and left a bunch of Lime Rhythm soldiers behind and some humans. But like, I don't think they ever officially claimed the fortress, right? I haven't ever seen this fortress be controlled by anyone since then. So I don't know if there's still like, there could still be a bunch of Lime Rhythm soldiers here, or it could just be completely empty. In which case, I don't know where they would have gone. Oh, I hear something. Look! Looky, looky, look! Are they all just gonna be chilling here? Greetings, my name is Zaki. You just straight up said hi. Okay. Who even was that? That wasn't one of these three. Weird. Okay. Hi. Hello, Monitor Lizard Man. I am rock contest farmed. I can invite to become a hearth person. That's funny. Now see, are they gonna want to join me? I would rather not. But like, you don't control this. Oh, reply to greeting. Do you want to join me? I would rather not. They're all just gonna be like, nah. Nah, we're good. Life is murder. I would rather not. But you don't... But no one controls this. This is just Fortress. But I could bring you back to an evil forest that's filled with terror and terrible things. Don't you want to join us? Come on, guys, I have a cool tower you can hang out with. Yeah. I have more of you. Don't you want to come meet your friends? Oh, is there gonna be a bunch here? Of course, I can't see underground. Yeah, there's a bunch here. Is this an attack? No, it's not. It is not. Submissive posture. We're cool. We're cool, everyone! This raises another question. Oh, this raises a different question. Greetings. Oh, you're just a human. No, I do want to talk to... Yeah. Hello, I am Sarah's gloss tunneled. How are you feeling? Have no fear. Okay. I don't. Do you have any troubles? I hear an unknown civilization lost Runditch after an insurrection. Yeah. So, the Goblin Civ lost this fortress due to an insurrection by the humans and Lime Rhythm soldiers. But they never claimed it. State that is for the best. And that is terrific. Is it just... Okay. Any troubles? Got armies on the march, beast, bandit, skulking vermin, bone-chilling horror, and the missing treasure. What is this? What is this bone-chilling horror? All going on and going at Conjurebeds. That's the second person who's told us about Conjurebeds. We should check out Conjurebeds. Do you have directions? Far to the south. Oh, you actually know where it is. A cave dragon settled in Conjurebeds. Where? Show me. That's that fort. That's where Ibu is. Are there foul goings on there? What's going on there? And I didn't see a cave dragon there. That's weird. Maybe very anarchic type and calm and claim equal government. Sure. But like, what would happen if I claimed this site? Or, you know what else is occurring to me? We could reclaim this fortress. I've seen the option in our fortress creation menu, I've seen this fortress as an option to reclaim. I wonder if they would all be here if we did that. Just on the off chance, do you want to join me? I would rather not. They're just cool to stay here. Hello, I'm Knuckles. You wanna join me? I would rather not. Interesting. There's like a lot of people here too. I guess we haven't seen that many. There could potentially be a lot of people here. I'd rather stay in the table pile, thanks. Right. At least we know it's safe here. But I hear more. See, there's still some dead goblin corpses, and there's just a bunch of humans. And more soldiers. Boyer and a woodcutter. Hello, I'm Cyril Smoke Hushed. Join me? I would rather not. They're just like, nah. I'm good. I prefer the abandoned fortress lifestyle. Be an interesting third fortress. Yeah. Yes, I mean, at least if the people stayed. Like if we reclaimed it and there was like no one here, then I would have basically no interest. But if we could just have a fort filled with humans and Lambertham soldiers just by default. But would they belong to us? Who would they be? I don't know if they would be part of our civ. I don't know if they'd be friendly? How would that work? I'm tempted to experiment with that. Geez, this goes down. Here we are. Random kobold statue. Dead goblins. Dead goblin in the wall. More humans, more soldiers. Fisherman, presser, caretaker, leatherworker. Hello. So what about like the leader? Do they tell me? I don't even get to ask about the leader of this place. And see if I try to claim the site for myself, it wants a different group. There's just no organized group here. There's more. There's plenty of teeth around. Okay, well, so we've learned one thing. At the very least, we've learned one thing. Our fortress back in the forest does not have all of the experiments. There are other experiments in our world. They could potentially just be living here and reproducing. We do not need to do anything to ensure that they survive, right? They're just here. And they've been here for years. And the fact that this site isn't controlled by anyone means that no one's going to try to attack them? Is that how it works? So that's the thing. This fortress is here. I apparently cannot convince them to leave. They really like it here. It'd be nice to know at least, right? Like at least we know that they exist. Do I do a quick experiment? I mean, this isn't gonna be where Reg's adventure ends here. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna save. We're gonna do a little test. This is not gonna be what happens. We're gonna continue adventuring as Reg for a little bit. But I'm really curious if we can just reclaim Runditch and have all those people. So I just want to know if that's an option. So I'm gonna save here. I'm gonna duplicate our save. Not this one, right? I want. Here's this, and then there's this. Just plop that there. Right, and that was the file that was edited 2 minutes ago, so it should be fine. It should be the one that we're talking about. So I'm gonna go back in. Right, yeah, there we go. I'm also really curious if I get to, like, have control of that tower. I'm gonna retire us right here. Or no, I can't. It won't let us retire here. Because we don't control it? What if I'm just like, hey, this is mine now? The godly time. I don't know anything about that. Okay. So then what now if I go to the map? Still just says fortress. It will not let me retire here. That doesn't actually change anything. Okay, so I'm gonna not do that. Like, I don't know that the site claiming thing works. I'm not entirely sure it works at all. So I've never actually had it do something. Now the game is just gonna choke and die. They don't seem overly organized, right? They seem intent on not being organized. Game crashed. We're just reloading. Here we are. Nighty-night. Night-night, JM. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you on Thursday, hopefully. Hope you have a good weekend and hope you have a good week. Humans are like that. Hey, look, a mamba. Can I retire here? Nope. I'm not... Do I have to retire in like a specific place? Maybe like a hamlet? I mean, there's a fortress over here, right? A friendly fortress that still exists? Or this hamlet, for that matter. Depth ulcer. Can I retire here? I can retire here. Okay, this is a test. So now we're going to start a new game. Right? Can't just like occupy it with a force, right? Right. Like the fact that it's not controlled by anyone means you can't attack it like a normal... Like the goblins own a fortress. In fortress mode, you can send an army there to attack them, right? But if no one owns the fortress, you can't send an army there to just claim it. So Runditch is just owned by no one. Tower is just owned by no one. So I clearly didn't do anything. But Runditch. Oh, Mischief Nest fell again too. We even like saved Mischief Nest at one point. Like here's Runditch. It was founded in 69, so in World Gen, and then 115 Frosty Buckling defeated the lies of Spray over the random curses and took over Mischief Nest. Oh, not Mischief Nest. I want Runditch. Founded in 65. In 101, the Insensitive Ghoul, which is goblins, defeated the League of Completions and took over. And then they were insurrected. But if I just click reclaim, I'm just gonna do a normal embark here. Look at this map. Look at this map. Of course, it's dwarves. Oh, I didn't pick our civ, so this is dwarves. I mean, it says population is 7. They're just all gone. Yeah, they're just gone. Interesting. Okay, so that doesn't work. You can't just get those people by claiming this site. Huh. Huh. But what if sometimes there's a way to like make a new fortress, send in a search squad. You mean like you think they might have actually been there? But we had vision on it. I don't think they were in there. Forced out of their home, right? Basically, not intentionally, but so I'm gonna choose my civ. We're gonna be the Serpent of Baths. And then if we do... Like I can't be right on top of it. I mean, a search squad from an existing fortress. You can't send a squad to a site that's not controlled by anybody. That's what I was finding weird. Like if there is not like a known, like if there's not a group that occupies a site, there are no missions you can send there. You can try to claim a site that is controlled by someone, but you can't try to claim a site that's not controlled by someone. For whatever reason. I'm curious about the tower? Yeah, so like the tower is still that. Wasn't there like... Deep embark. Embark anyone. Embark anywhere. Embark wherever you want. Bypass any warnings the games give about potential embark locations. Want to try a brief existence in the middle of the ocean? Want to tempt fate by embarking inside a necromancer tower? Fun. So command will only work when you're on the screen where you choose. Okay, so we right here, right? So I do that. Click anywhere on the map to ignore warnings and embark wherever you want. Yeah. So I'm gonna embark here. I wonder if that's any different. I think you can not claim it, but search it. Well, yeah, you can. Searching sounds right. That does sound right now that you say it. But like you couldn't request that people come back. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Hey, look! Hey, look! There's only... there's 3 of them. Oh, but maybe now we... Well... So look, there's one here. We see you. So look, where's the rest of them? I guess we don't have the whole... I don't have the whole place uncovered. May not see the whole... Yeah, okay. So... They're hostile? They're hostile, right? I've seen them say hostile on this and it not matter. What if I just unpause? See, like, what's gonna happen here? You're gonna go pick up equipment. See, they're not gonna do anything to us. So if I go down here... I'm gonna make a little... Or no, what I'm gonna do... Nope. Nope. Tactician is you. Create new squad. Stick them all in there. You all come down here, please. All this is... It's all forbidden. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there's more. And some warthogs. Excellent. Let's go over here. There's another... All these statues. Oh, this is so huge. What even keeps going? Or no, I guess that's the end of it. Okay, so there's a handful here. There's a handful here, and we could create a fortress with them, and then we could just do make-own to make them all part of our civilization by force. Because that's... Okay. Okay. Interesting. 13 hostiles, right? Doesn't say that on the humans. It just says it on the soldiers. I've never actually played seriously in a reclaimed world gen fortress. Oh, and these are all... Here's all our bedrooms. They're hostile, but only in the sense that they'll report your overgrown hedges to the HOA. It's the worst kind of hostile. It's interesting seeing it all laid out in one bit. There's so many bedrooms. There are so many bedrooms. Any of them married? Oh, that's a good question. Let's check out our third floor. The other thing that would be interesting about having a fortress here is that I'm pretty sure there's an underground road. Actually, is there? I actually don't know if there is. Oh, I'm paused. No one's gonna do anything while we're paused. You can get here, right? There they are. Down to the depths. Cool, yeah, there's even more down here. Move faster, unpause just a little bit. Okay, that's all of that level. And then it goes further down still. Jeez. Jeez, minus 104. This is deep. This fortress goes deep. Maybe there isn't an underground road. I guess not. So I guess we can see here, right? So there's no civilized population at the Tower of Burnpost. So we could free captives, release prisoners, take important treasures, loot other items, steal livestock. So we could do that. But like, if they're not captives, they're not gonna... Like, I couldn't send someone there and ask them, like, and try to bring people back to our other fortress, right? They would have to be prisoners, which they aren't. I love all these statues. And that's just the bottom. Huh. Okay, so then if we look at all of them, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There are 16 of them here. Azzy, I wonder if any of them are... There's not part of any groups. So you're 200 years old somehow. You are not married. Oh, but you are a civ... You are part of our civ. Somehow. You are not married. You are not married. You're just in no group. Some of them are part of our civs and some of them are not. You are not married. Yeah, Serpent of Baths. Some of these, I feel like some of these might have been the people that wandered off from our fortress. This might have been where they came. No groups. Not married. Not married. Nope. 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 And nope. I don't think any of them are married. Oh well. But there are, in theory, 16 of them here. Thinking of the idea of a volcano-dwelling civ that only lives in volcanoes like civilized fire amps. That'd be fun. There are so many volcanoes to the east. It's true. That's like one of the areas we haven't been to. We should venture over there. Maybe that's what we'll do with Reg. Head over in that direction. Wish they would have married while they were off screen. I agree. Can you also check the exiting object? Oh, you mean like... You mean like objects? Says there's nothing. I don't know if that just means... It could just mean like if there's an artifact we haven't seen it or claimed it for ourselves yet. Well, it does not appear so. Well, I mean, I'm glad that the soldiers seem to have stayed here, right? Like, they aren't just homeless and wandering the world all independently of each other. They seem to have congregated here and stayed, and they kicked out the goblins, and the goblins didn't come back. It's really not a bad end for the one via stocks. Oh, too late. Sorry. Or did it save? It did. It did. It auto-saves when you mark. Like, I'd be sad if they managed to kick out the goblins and then just, like, scattered on the world and never had anything for themselves, right? Oh, this was the other... This isn't quite what we want. Well, I guess the stocks will be the same, right? The stock should still be the same. There's some armor, some food, tunnel tube cabinets, one corpse. I guess we haven't seen everything. I'm gonna guess that there's not anything here, though. There's one large gem. This fort also fell to goblins like what, year 101 or something? Like really, really early in this world. So they might not have had a chance to actually make any artifacts or anything. I think that's going to be a good note to wrap up on. That's interesting. That's a possibility. We can totally do that. We can also use that embark anywhere thing to like actually embark onto the necromancer tower. I don't know why we would do that. But that is a thing we could do. So maybe keep an eye out for that in the future at some point. I think that might be interesting. I wonder if they would be more prone to marrying and having children if they actually existed within a site government. Like if the fact that they're just there and nothing officially owns the place is something that changes how they interact with each other. So maybe if we made a fortress there, then they would actually start to reproduce. Who knows? The other thing that I'm interested about is seeing if we can get Shim down to that pile of ogre corpses, and maybe that can be an atrocity as well. That would happen sooner. Had the most carcinogestastic episode. We even learned something. It's true. Carnage-tastic. That's what it is. Yes, that was a lot of carnage. I have never taken on dozens of trolls and ogres in one before. That is definitely sure. That's for certain. So yeah, I'm gonna be away for a little bit. I'll be back on next Thursday, and then I'm gonna have about 2 weeks off, and I'll be back at the end of August. So come by on Thursday. Come by on Thursday. We're gonna continue with adventure mode with Reg. Gonna find more trouble to get into, and we're gonna keep going. We're just gonna keep going. Today's episode is brought to you by the Dark Forest, home sweet home, and by viewers like you, clicking on all the buttons down there, hanging out with us live, hanging out in the VODs, hanging out in Discord. That's the forest that I am chilling in these days. You are the evil spirits I'm hanging out with these days. So I appreciate you being here. Appreciate coming by. I hope you have a good rest of your weekend, and I hope you stay kind.